Welcome to Kronos Gaming. Join us as we dive deep into the world of Hell Let Loose. A lot of work has gone into this video, so any form of support to my channel is highly appreciated. Now that we covered that, let's jump right in to the adrenaline-filled realm of a medic. Alright, so you've decided to play medic in Hell Let Loose. You have just become one of the most vital players on the battlefield. It's like good news and bad news rolled into one. Good news is that free healthcare for everyone, but bad news is that you're the doc. Medic does have a small learning curve, but everyone can do it. In Hell Let Loose, it's a jungle out there. Bullets flying, explosions rocking the ground, and soldiers dropping left and right. But guess what? You're not just any soldier. You're a corpseman, armed to the teeth with bandages and copious amounts of that sweet morphine. You're always in the chaos of battle, fully immersed in blood, explosions, and gunfire, doing your absolute best, resurrecting and patching up fellow fallen soldiers so that they could get another chance to rain hell on enemies. And hey, spotting wounded allies isn't a rocket science. You just keep your eyes out for that bandage or that red morphine icon popping up in your view. It's like a beacon of hope amidst the chaos, telling you exactly where your help is needed. Occasionally you will run into soldiers who like morphine a lot. Might ask, what do you mean? Fresh example right here, like this guy. But medics don't discriminate. We are always happy to give out a helping hand. That second morphine better be your last, son. Alright, let me patch you up for good measure, and then I'm on my way. Alright, you be careful now. See you around. When you spot an opportunity to assist your comrade, take a moment and don't rush in recklessly.
No, he's not.
Analyze the area you're trying to get to. Make sure it's safe before fully committing. Trust me, you don't want to be caught with your pants down while trying to save your buddy. Oh, and let's talk about those smoke grenades. Those are your best friends when your teammate is in trouble. Toss them out, let them billow, and bam, instant cover for you to swoop in and perform a great revive, patch your teammate right up. In a sticky situation like this, it's best to get going as soon as possible. We have created a possibility to reposition. Sometimes getting to a different spot is all you need to establish a control over an area. There are times when you have to decide fast and go for the gamble. The situation may not look good at all, and they definitely did not teach you this at the academy, but you're going to do it anyway, after all.
There's 3 of them.
See, as you can see,
There's more, there's more.
The more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
Who wouldn't want to do a heroic revive that you're gonna remember for a long time? Because the little moments like these make playing medic really rewarding.
How did you do that? God damn.
There will be situations where you are lying down in the mud with your teammate and both of you are bleeding out. These moments are intense, and in my opinion, there is no correct order in who to bandage first. Personally, I always try to bandage my teammate first and then myself. However, if I have been bleeding out for quite some time, I will apply bandage to myself first. This is situational and completely depends on your prediction of what is going to happen next if you choose option A or option B. Regardless of your decision, there might be a consequence either way. And to all of you non-medics out there, here's a tip. If you're hit, stay right there. Don't rush that respawn button just yet. If there's a medic nearby and you see that they are getting closer and perhaps even telling you to hang tight, then please stay there. Because I'm putting my life on the line just to save yours. Even if it looks impossible from your angle when you're down, doesn't mean that it's impossible for you to be saved. Patience is a virtue, my friends, especially when it comes to long and intense battles where even the small victories add up. So please, Give the medics a chance. Communicate with us and tell us of your surroundings. We will do our absolute best to get you up. It is totally understandable that sometimes you are out of ammo or might want to redeploy to another point because you are needed there, but please let us know. At the end of the day, we all want to win, so let's work together.
We'll be over, we're coming over, and we won't come back till it's over there.
Alright, let's check it out. We got M1 carbine, Colt pistol, 2 smoke grenades, 20 morphine syringes, 20 bandages, and M3 knife for the level 1 loadout. Now for the level 3 loadout, we got Colt pistol again, 4 smoke grenades, 20 morphine syringes, 20 bandages, a box of medical supplies, and an M3 knife.
Let's take a closer look of what we got. Semi-automatic M1 carbine.
So we got 2 magazines, 15 bullets per magazine, reload time just under 4 seconds.
Now let's check the Colt M1911 semi-automatic pistol.
6 magazines, 8 bullets per magazine, reload time of 3 seconds. 2 smoke grenades, $20 morphine syringes, 20 bandages, and an M3 knife.
Now for the level 3 loadout, same Colt.
We got 16 magazines. Once again, 8 bullets per magazine. Reload time's the same. We got 4 smoke grenades. $20 morphine syringes, 20 bandages, a box of medical supplies, and the good old M3 knife. Up next, German Medic.
Right, for the German level 1 loadout, we got bolt action, carabiner 98K, semi-automatic Walther P38 pistol, 2 smoke grenades, 20 morphine ampoules, 20 bandages, and a trench shovel. And now for the level 3 loadout. Being the only exception, Germans have a different pistol for the level 3 loadout. That being the semi-automatic Luger P08 pistol. 4 smoke grenades, 20 morphine ampoules, 20 bandages, medical supplies, and a trench shovel. Alright, let's check these out. With the carabiner 98K, you start out with 4 magazines, 5 bullets per magazine, so you got 20 shots total. Reload time for this rifle sits at 5 seconds. Walther P38 semi-automatic pistol. We got 6 magazines, 8 bullets per magazine, fast reload time of just under 3 seconds. Then we got 2 smoke grenades, 20 morphine ampoules, 20 bandages, and the good old trench shovel. Out of all the loadouts, this is my favorite. Level 3 loadout, Luger P08 semi-automatic pistol. 16 magazines total and 8 bullets per magazine with a fast reload time of 3 seconds. Then we got 4 smoke grenades,
Are you serious? This is torture. You're torturing me and everyone else watching. Wait.
that's right. 20 morphine ampoules, 20 bandages, box of medical supplies, and a trench shovel. Up next, Soviets. We got a bolt action Mosin Nagant 9130, followed up by a Nagant M1895 revolver, 2 smoke grenades, a revive tool, 20 bandages, and a MPL 50 spade. Moving on to level 3 loadout. As you have already seen, Soviets do not have morphine, they're more special. We got the same Nagant M1895 revolver, 4 smoke grenades, a revive tool, 20 bandages, medical supply box, and a MPL 50 spade. Alright, let's check out these weapons. First up, Mosin Nagant. So we got 4 magazines, 5 bullets per magazine, and the reload time sitting just about at 7 seconds. Moving on to the Nagant revolver. For Nagant revolver, we have a 7-round cylinder feed system and we are carrying 42 bullets total. The reload time is very long, sitting at 10 seconds, so make sure you take cover before reloading. Then we got 2 smoke grenades. Then we got our good old revive tool. 20 bandages. And an MPL 50 spade. Let's check the level 3 loadout. We got the same Nagant revolver. Same 7-round cylinder feed system, but this time we have 112 bullets total. With the same 10-second long ass reload time. 4 smoke grenades.
Just stop. Just stop it. Stop. No. Just stop. It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay?
Infinite revives for your comrades. 20 bandages. 1 medical supply box. MPL 50 spade. Up next, British. So for the British, we got SMLE number 1 Mark III bolt action rifle, Webley MK6 revolver, 2 smoke grenades, 20 units of morphine, 20 bandages, and a Fairbairn Sykes fighting knife. And now for the level 3 loadout. Got the same Webley MK6 revolver, 4 smoke grenades, 20 units of morphine, 20 bandages, medical supply box, and a Fairbairn Sykes fighting knife. Now let's go check out what we got, starting off with the SMLE. So, we got 6 magazines total with 10 bullets per magazine. With the reload time around 7 seconds. Let's check that Webley. So this gun has a 6-round cylinder and we are carrying a total of 24 bullets. This revolver also has a very long reload time, just around 10 seconds. Then we got 2 smoke grenades. 20 units of morphine, 20 bandages, and the good old Fairbairn Sykes knife. And now the level 3 loadout. Once again, 6-round cylinder for the Webley, but this time around we have a total of 96 bullets. With close to 10-second reload time, you might want to take cover. We got 4 smoke grenades.
This feels a lot like hell. At last, I am surrounded by people who get me.
20 units of morphine, 20 bandages, box of medical supplies, and the Fairbairn Sykes knife. Trench wars are awesome. You have a natural cover from the enemy fire and can operate more easily. You might run into multiple fallen comrades lying around in close proximity. In this case, I would suggest to bring them back one by one at first and patching them up afterwards. Besides, most of the time people have at least one bandage left anyway before incapacitated. Get them combat ready as soon as possible. Sometimes your fellow soldiers prefer elevated grounds to rain hell on enemies, but it has a trade-off, as they are more exposed and might get shot more easily. Fortunately, you are always ready to respond. Reviving people who got shot and fell from a roof or other high altitude place puts them back to the same spot where they last were alive. That's if they don't panic and drop down by themselves. Let's talk briefly about smoke grenades. Smoke grenades are one of your most valuable resources. I suggest to keep at least one smoke ready at all times. You're gonna want one if you find yourself in a tight spot. If you run out, it's not the end of the world. Keep an eye out for explosive ammunition boxes. They look like this. You can use those to replenish your smokes. If you are planning to help on an attack with more smoke cover, replenishing your 2 or 4 smokes depending on your loadout can play a decisive part on the outcome. Same thing goes for normal ammunition boxes, so grab some extra ammunition if you're running low. Don't forget that your level 3 loadout also has a medical supply box you can drop. Your allies can use it to replenish their bandages back to 2, and it also replenishes your bandages and morphine back to 20 as well. Try to place your medical supply box in a place where there are many clashes so that everyone can benefit from it. So how do smoke grenades work anyway? You can pull the pin and hold the grenade in your hand for a maximum of 5 seconds, and after that, whether you want it or not, the grenade will fly. You can also throw it instantly after pulling the pin, or in some cases, even cook the grenades for any duration up to 5 seconds. Some countries have slightly better smoke grenades than the others. Cooking grenades can provide a little advantage when wanting to do a smoke cover because you can choose when you want the smoke to appear. If you happen to be enlisted from the United States, or perhaps you joined the ranks of the Brits, then you're out of luck because you can't cook the grenades. However, if you're fighting alongside the Soviets or the Germans, then I got good news for you. But it does require to get some feel for it, so I suggest to go try it out yourself and see how it looks. Don't just save your smokes for your fellow morphine addicts, you can use them in multiple ways. Choose a strategic placement to temporarily provide a smoke cover around your garrison or an outpost. Same thing goes for half tracks or airheads, or perhaps you need to run a short distance to reposition yourself, but remember, everything is situational, and it's gonna be your judgment call on how you approach the situation. You might find yourself out of position and away from others. This can happen sometimes, and it's totally okay. If you find yourself to be out of position, then always redeploy to where the main action is. Being a medic and far away from your playground is not going to do your team any good. Last but not least, communication is the backbone of success in Hell Let Loose. And it's not just about relaying information, it's about camaraderie and teamwork. By keeping the lines of communication open and clear, we can coordinate our efforts more effectively and support each other in the heat of battle. Plus, let's not forget, it can be a ton of fun sharing strategies, cracking jokes, and celebrating victories together adds a whole new level of enjoyment to the game. So in conclusion, we went over many things to keep in mind when enlisting as a medic. We checked out what it feels like to be there in the action and how you should position yourself. We learned about how to spot the wounded allies, priority healing, and when to take risks. We gathered that some teammates will choose to respawn instead of waiting for a revival, but don't let it get you down and maintain a positive attitude because you're doing your best anyway. We went in great detail about the available loadouts so we could make informed choices about our resources. And of course, the communication, which brings us all together. I hope you found this video helpful or entertaining. Your support would mean the world to me, so please consider subscribing, liking the video, and commenting your most epic medic story. Thanks again for joining me on this journey through Hell Let Loose, and I'll see you on the battlefield.